back, you guys. It's been forever. I filmed this look for you guys because you really liked it on Instagram and wanted a tutorial. It's my first one on an actual camera, so it might look like total shit. We're about to find out. Let's get started. I'm gonna start right from completely naked. It's like I'm wearing a shirt. Am I wearing pants? You'll never know. I'm gonna start with my Maybelline Meg lumilixir vitamin C serum because it's my favorite thing in the whole world. Just a couple drops all over. Then I like to let it dry a little bit so I know that it's in there, absorbed. And then I just started using this Ole Henriksen, I don't know, Sheer Transformation Moisturizer, and so far I love it. It is incredible. It feels so good under my makeup. Makes my skin so smooth. Next, primer, a Baby Skin by Maybelline because I'm cheap and it works really good. Starting in areas that need a little help. Lots of pores on my nose, little lines on my forehead. Pretty much I put it everywhere. Alright, next step, foundation, which I haven't really been wearing a lot of because it's hot as balls outside. But today I'm going to use a little just for some extra coverage. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat liquid foundation. And I'm soft beige right now because I accidentally bought self tanner thinking it was sunscreen because my 3-year-old was having a fit at the store. So I grabbed it because it was on sale. And I'm actually really liking having a bit of a tan. It's crazy how different makeup is when your skin is just a little bit different. Lipstick looks different on me, my blushes look different on me. It's fun. Please ignore my fingernails. They were like, let me breathe. Leave us alone. So I did. Now I'm gonna conceal with the lagirl Pro Concealer in Porcelain. I love these. They're cheap and wonderful. I'm holding it funny. I can actually highlight my face now that I have a little bit of a tan, so that's been really fun. And now using my Real Techniques sponge, a little bit damp. Just buff that all out. I'm going to use my powder contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills today because a lot of you were asking for a powder tutorial, so get that in here. This is a brush from the contour set from Morphe brushes. I'm using the lightest shade mixed with a little bit of the really dark warm shade. For my cheeks, just right in there, kind of a curve for my face. Probably different for your face, but I like, it looks a little bit more natural if I do it at a curve instead of a straight line. We'll blend that into nothingness. A little bit of the lightest shade up on my forehead. Make it look a little bit shorter and also just to warm it up a bit to match the rest of my body. The nose. I'm going to use the lightest shade again. This kit is the light to medium, by the way. And then I have this little fluffy angled, it's actually an eyeshadow brush. This part of my nose is the part, not that I don't like it, but I like to make it look a little bit smaller. So that's where I'm going to start. It's so hard to show you guys how to contour your nose because I do not have your nose. But if you understand shade and light, then you should be able to figure out the best way to contour your nose shape. It takes a lot of trial and error. So I contour my nose, I keep it in the same shape as my nose is because I can't completely change the shape of my nose. It's just the illusion to make it a little bit smaller. And I just want this to look I think it comes to more of a point. So I'm just kind of redrawing my nose the way I want it. Which is why makeup is so cool! And then just connect this to the rest of my nose. And this won't work for every nose. Now my brush doesn't have a whole lot of product left on it, so I'm going to use it just to blend this all out so that when you look at my nose this way, it doesn't have weird, freaky lines all over it. 'Cause that looks kind of weird. You don't have to change your features with contouring. When you put on foundation, your face gets kind of flat, and adding a little bit of darkness back to your face also just makes your face appear more 3D. It gives it more shape. It's not really about completely transforming the way you look. I mean, it can be, that's fun too. But it's really just good for giving it more dimension. Set all this nonsense with some powder. I'm kind of sick, so forgive me. I'll try and edit out all my sniffles. Just using my Real Techniques sponge again. Bake this. What it does is pulls all the moisture from your makeup to prevent it from creasing and sliding. But if your face is hella dry, like mine is right now, it's not entirely necessary. Still necessary to set your makeup, but not the whole baking with 50 pounds of powder. Oh, and I'm using the NYC translucent powder because it's the shit. I'll just let that chill and I'll do my brows. I'm going to use the Pony Cosmetics Main Stain in number 2 Palomino, cutest names, and their eyebrow brush, which is amazing. Just underlining the bottom of my brow. I've been liking a straighter brow again lately. So once you've got the bottom traced in the shape that you want it, you can sketch out the top. And then if you're happy with that, you can fill it all in. Just a little bit of product at the beginning of the brow to get that sort of natural feathered-ish at the front. You don't want to block in your brows. It looks really unnatural. Kind of feather out all of it. And then I've got my CoverGirl Clear Mascara that I use as eyebrow gel because it glues them into place all day long. We got 2 eyebrows. You should always try and have 2 eyebrows. I'm going to dust off some of this powder that's on my face with this ginormous fan brush. I'm going to leave the powder under my eyes because I'm going to be using a fairly dark brown eyeshadow, and if I have any fallout, it'll be a heck of a lot easier to dust it off if there's powder. I'm going to use my Kat Von D shade and light eye quad in Rest. Got this little sort of medium-sized fluffy brush. I'm going to start with this light shade as a highlight on the brow bone. And then with this pinky base shade, I'm just going to go all over my eye. Now with this little guy here, just going to put that brown shade from the quad right in the corner. In the crease. And then with that other fluffy brush, just blend it right out into that base shade. I like things really blended, so you can just blend it right out into nothing, and then if it's not as dark as you want it, just go back in and add more. And then with my NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil, I'm just gonna toss a little bit in where I've kept my lid naked. Pulling that out a little bit. And then I'm gonna use Mimosa from the Gleam Glow Kit. Put it over that white. You can just go in with that fluffy brush and just blend those edges out a little bit. Now with that same brown color and this little brush, put it under here. Alright, now we're going to do some eyeliner. My favorite eyeliner is Tattoo Liner and Trooper by Kat Von D. It makes wings so easy. I look straight ahead in the mirror. I just decide which way my wings are going today. I try and get them somewhat even. Once I'm happy with those little flicks, I go into the inner corner. I don't like my eyeliner super thick usually. This felt tip liner is perfect for doing just a little bit or a lot. It's good for everything. And then once I get to just past the middle of my lid, I bring it up and straight over to the tip of that little flick. And then fill in the wing. That went really well. It doesn't always. I'm gonna use my milk pencil again, just on the waterline. Then I'm gonna put on some mascara. This is the YSL, what is it called? Vinyl Couture? Yeah, Vinyl Couture mascara. It's so juicy. Love it. This mascara takes a second to dry because it's so juicy. So we can do the rest of our face. I'm using my Gleam Glow Kit, Crushed Pearl. I love it so much. Down the center of my nose, a little bit on the tip. I always just want to put it everywhere. And then for a blush, I'm going to use Summer Fling by Makeup Geek. It's a pretty orange color. I'm a blush fiend. For the lips, I'm using Nude Beige Slim Lip Pencil by NYX. And one of the new lip glosses by DNA Cosmetics. This one's called Sext, and oh my god, I love them. The whole collection. They're beautiful. And they smell so good. I really love gloss in the summer. I'm using some unicorn lashes today. They've been my absolute favorite. I think these are Aurora Queen. I'm so bad for putting lashes back in their lash box, and then I never know what I'm using. I'll put on my itty bitty freckles with Pony Cosmetics Mainstay No. 4 Chestnut. Just gonna do a couple on my nose. Fairly light. I love this makeup. It's easy and somewhat quick. You can wear it with literally anything. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was somewhat in focus and not too bright.